So let me say good morning, good afternoon, wheresoever you watching from. We are here at the American Embassy near Monrovia, where family members of the TD Musing Boys that were working with St. Moses Funeral Parlor. The family members are here to demand investigative reports. As you may be aware, these TD Musing Boys were all working with we're all working with the St. Moses Funeral Home. So we got, and just to bring you up to speed, we got Robert M. Blamo Jr., Siafa Boyman, Bobby Boyanku are the TD guys who went missing the other time. So the family members are here to demand, to call on the government of Liberia to give investigative findings. As you may be aware, the newly nominated Solicitor General, Councillor Nyananti Tuan, was heading, I'm told he was heading that particular investigative team. So upon following his nomination by the President of Liberia, these people gathered here this morning to call on him and the government at large to give explanation regarding how far the investigation is. So I posted here, show that. Yeah.
Hello, what's your name?
Yes, my name is Hassan Kraman.
Okay.
You people are here today with this missing tree boss placard. What are you people here for?
We came here to require justice because since then, this is 2 years now, since 2021, October 17, our brother got missing from St. Moses. He hired them to go and do a piece of job for him. And he took them in the bush, and since then, there's no accountability on them. Whatever we call on the government just play laissez-faire on it. There's no justice. So we came to the embassy today to inquire from the embassy to get a direct information as to what happened to our brother. That the embassy called the government attention to bring St. Moses to book so that we can get our brothers back to life.
But I'm seeing some of you having placard here and saying, Justice Minister Frank Musa, they stop the aiding and abetting. What are you trying to say?
Of course, yes, there is two groups here today. For our own group, we're here to require justice for our three missing brothers from St. Moses. So for the other group, that somebody there can speak on their behalf.
I'm talking about, I'm saying that stop the delay, Minister Frank Musa Dame Jr. I'm saying.
Thank you, because it's because for the counter report, there's no counter report up to present. So we're asking Musa Dame to stop the delay for the counter report.
Okay,
it's a pleasure talking.
Thank you.
So let's see and speak with some of the placards here. Maybe we can speak with some of the leaders that are here.
Welcome, man. How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Michelle.
Can you be a little bit audible?
Jamila Jackson Wilson.
Okay, you are here today. Tell me, what is the essence of you being here?
The purpose of me being here today, I want to redress for my brother. Siapa Bama is my brother. One of the three missing boys. October 2020, October 2020, October 17. Today is 2 years since my brother got missing. We want to redress for the government. We want closure. We want everything in the possible way that we will come up by everything. She must hire my brother to go to a piece of job for him. And that's why up to now my brother is with. So we are asking the government to be helpful to bring my brother back. We want closure.
Do you believe he's alive?
Yes.
How sure are you? You sound so confident.
They said drowning take place. If drowning didn't take place, we were on a crime scene. And people stated that nobody left in water. When people leave in water, they don't go to work. People don't go to their job site. They spend the day home and move whatsoever that took place in the village. Since that day, nobody went nowhere. Everybody was so sad, asking questions about what took place. And since then, we can't get redress.
I'm seeing you having a placard here and say, Minister Frank Musa Deng Jr., Justice Minister of Liberia, stop the aiding and abetting. What do you mean by that?
Because Musa Deng can lie. He's not saying the actual story. He knows what is unfolding. He don't want to prevail for the public about the truth. We wouldn't want the truth for him. He shouldn't lie. They call up for a case, 90-day case, along with the partner. They have concluded everything. He don't want to give a report. And we need report for him to know what is in the report. Not by him telling us to go to DNA. You don't know what is in the report. They tell somebody said they should go to DNA. The 90 days case was going on. He went over there and said the family not cooperating. How you want for us to cooperate? We should take our testing and put on the quota before you know that we're cooperating. How you want it? People are taking a shoe, now his son or now his children, he's taking somebody on a children like they're a chicken. How can you do such?
How do you see this to you, fighting and crying for justice for over 2 years plus? You have not gotten any redress from national government who's supposed to address the issues and concerns of citizens across the country. Are you disappointed?
Very much. I'm disappointed in the president. Very much because he's speaking. He's acting a real bobo. Real bobo. He's speaking for us. My brother voted for him. My sister voted. They denied me because I was drunk. They said I came vote at 14 years old. Which of course, I was, let's say, almost 22 years old. They denied me for voting. And I was going to vote for him. My mom seized my brother and my sister card to not vote for him. But they still voted for him. She said nobody vote for her in first, she will put you outside. And still the children voted for Toria. So let him come out and say something. Let him do something. You can sit and support it and don't do anything. You say you leader. You can do that.
This is 2 years now. Do you believe you will get justice?
I believe. If I don't get justice now, for in time to come, I will get justice.
What will be the next course of action before in time to come?
For that, my uncle will give the closure of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. So we see here, these people, they gather here this morning to read their petition statement to call on the government of Liberia for speedy investigation into the amazing saga of the 3 Liberians who were welcomed with the St. Moses Funeral Home. So we are told that so
good day, man. How you doing?
Thank you.
What's your name? What are you here for today?
I'm here for our baby children, our 3 boys that Moses took them what we're here for. Since he carried them, they make it 2 years, but not heard anything from them. And the government have not been helping out with anything in this process. At least we manage, they were able to set a partner. After the partner did the investigation, up to now, they have not given us the report. At least so we will take it to our lawyers, and so we'll see what better we will do about it. So for this reason, we are demanding, we're not even requesting, we're demanding. We need our report, and we want for Moses to bring back our children. When he took, whatever he took our children, or our boys, then that we born ourselves. Whatever he took them, let him try by all means and bring back our children. Because if not, we need justice, and we need justice. We're not going to stop in Liberia. We will go worldwide. You need justice. We want justice from the government, and the government refuses to give us justice. So for this reason, we came to our people, which is the American people. We got our American Colonization Society was able to help us in this country for us to be successful to get our independence. And yet they still under their jurisdiction. So we come to them for them to help us so we can be able to get redress concerning about our children missing, because the Liberian government doesn't want to help us.
You have any child among the children that gone missing?
Oh yes, my son, my only son. I said only son in my whole life. I had social girls, he was the only son.
What's his name?
His name is
His name.
His name is Shafa Bana Boyman.
How old was he? Did he have family?
Yes. He had 3 children, 2 boys, 1 girl.
So the failure on the government to listen to you, what will be the next action?
The next action, we're going to take it straight to ECOWAS.
Okay, so your name?
My name is Marcel N. Connie.
Mr. Blamo, can we speak to you very shortly?
This is one of the mothers.
Okay.
Okay.
How you doing, Chief?
I'm good, trying, thankfully.
Yeah, for the sake of the audience, just introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Mr. Robert M. Blamo Sr., father of one of the nation boys, Robert M. Blamo Jr.
This is 2 years now. You people have been agitating and crying for justice, and yet them still, the government is playing deaf ear to your plan. Are you disappointed?
Seriously, I am disappointed. I said the other day, like Liberia had just received its independence like 5 years ago. But those who colonized our country handed the country down to a group of boys. As a result, we don't have a government, we don't have a country. This is the reason why you see us here at the American Embassy to come to seek redress, because our country has failed us. Our country has disappointed us. It's a shame and a pity that we have a situation with 3 of our children missing for 2 protracted years. And our government is not able to say anything. Our president has not spoken to this, and the Minister of Justice is there playing hide and seek with us. It's a pity. We are totally disappointed about our country.
And what was the last time you people had interaction with officials from the Justice Ministry, and what are they saying concerning this issue?
Let me take you far back. Because I will give you a picture of what happened. When such thing like this occur, we get engaged with the Liberian National Police. And it will interest you to note that when this thing happened, we did not go to any low-level police officer. The first respondent on our case was the police director himself. And we are gone. We are taking the initiative. We are taking the police to the forest where the incident occurred. And we were able to do video recordings and get statements from the people there in the presence of 2 public defenders, 1 man and Pekata. But when we came back to Monrovia, the police director in his own sound mind told us that because the people never had lawyers, all of the evidences we collected, the video recordings, all the confessions the people made, he burned them. He burned them. Now, we are now engaging with the Minister of Justice, who sat with us with the police hierarchy and discredited the police and said that we should set up an independent panel.
Sure.
This panel has been conducting the investigation for 9 consecutive months with the 3 families, to include Sir Moses and Abraham Samuel. At the end of the investigation, they compiled a report with the Bishop Dixon as secretary of the panel. They had NSA, the human rights organization, like the Independent Human Rights Organization, and the Association of Female Lawyers of Liberia. All of them were members of the panel. The report got prepared and turned over to the minister, who was to serve us copy. We have not gotten our copy of the investigative report. And then the minister has called us to tell that one item in the one suggestion within a recommendation from the report says that our wives should go and do DNA. So we asked
the DNA is to claim whether they are the biological parents of the 3 alleged missing boys or what?
The issue here is not whether the mother going to go to, because the mothers have been involved with the investigation for 2 years now. they know the mothers. But the issue here is how many items were on recommendation were on the report that you only single or one. So where is the interest in this one that is not interested in the other recommendations? So we want to see the report. And then we prefer not to do one of the recommendation, but we intend to do all if we require.
Do you smell something feature?
Sincerely, I smell that. Because what we do know, we have been part of the investigation from the onset until it concluded. And we knew what all had transpired. So we are, well, for typical example, call logs. You want to do DNA for our wives. It took the Liberian government 18 months to get call log that is available in 3 hours. It took the government 18 months to get call log. And for us to get the call log, we had to go protest to the court. We had to go protest to the GSM company before we could get call log that is still not made available to us the time before. But on that call log, it's established that our children foods were even acted after the 17 where they said they got drowned. We demanded copies of the call log, and to our greatest surprise, that have not also been made available. Now, if you can make call log, which is 3 hours to obtain available, how do you present DNA report? It will take 10, 15 years. So government is just trying to find some way to drag the case and buy time. That's all.
Okay, since the incident occurred, since this investigation was set up by the Justice Ministry, what have been the involvement of the proprietor of the St. Moses? Was he also included in the investigation? If so, what are some of the things you've been telling you on the family? When was the last time you go into art?
You know, the panel was very, very unique. They invited St. Moses, but get to understand that there are Liberian security and people working within the government who will also members of the panel. Now, Moses will come for a hearing, and where he's going to be given questions. Moses will tell us and ask the panel to excuse him because he's working for a Liberian government. The ship that signed with the wild instructors. Fine. Moses will come to tell us that he cannot be available this time, that time because he's working for the Liberian government. So they will have to excuse him. The day Moses feels that he must make himself available, he will come in. And you ask Moses will tell you that he was asleep, and when they told him that the children got drowned, he don't know anything. And that's
But somebody talk about if the government failed to address the plot properly, you people would drag the government to the ECOWAS court.
Precisely. In fact, ECOWAS have written the government. ECOWAS wrote the Minister of Justice.
Okay.
We are taking it to ECOWAS.
Okay.
And right now, let me now have that from you. The United States government is also pursuing. Otherwise, it's also talking to us. We are providing the evidence to send to America so that the government of Liberia can be brought to ECOWAS and the United States Department of Justice.
Okay. Thank you so much. So he's father of one of the Mason boys here. So they are here to read the petition statement now.
Our fellow Liberians, press release of the families of the 3 missing men, Robert M. Blanmo Jr., Siafa G. Bueman, and Bobby S. Buenquia. In observance of the 2nd year since the incident took place, today, Monday, October 17, 2022, at about this time. As we observe the 2nd year of the mysterious disappearance of our children, we, the families representing the Blamos, the Buemans, and the Buenquia, want to inform the embassies accredited to Liberia, United Nations, ECOWAS, the international community, the Liberian Senate, the House of Representatives, and the general public on our position following the alleged drowning of our 3 sons, as claimed by Moses Ahuswe, Abraham G. Samuels, and the Liberia National Police within the former district, Lower Bond County. As you all are aware, this mysterious incident occurred on Saturday, October 17, 2020, while doing a piece of job for a mining company owned and operated by Mr. Moses Ahuswa and Abraham G. Samuels under the contractorship. Mr. Moses Ahuswa, owner of the St. Moses Funeral Pallets, and Mr. Abraham G. Samuel, a senior officer at the National Security Agency, NSA, are partnering to operate a diamond mine in Lower Bond County. Since then, it has not been an easy thing for us working with the government of Liberia to get to the bottom of this matter, as it has been widely spread that the families are not cooperating. Yet are facts and evidence that the families have and still cooperating with this government to get the facts. On October 17, 2020, the alleged drowning took place at about 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. from Reverend James T. Pogba's village on the island to Venian village governed by Mr. Moluba Jane. The families of the alleged missing men were informed on Sunday, October 18, 2020 at different time intervals. While the message was being disseminated from 9 p.m. on October 17, immediately after the alleged incident had happened. On October 19, 2020, the police was officially informed by the families through the Blamos as their representative. Upon this, 2 CID officers were assigned with us, and other, who is a female, was to join the team. We did not see her. The team arrived that morning at about 11 p.m. and slept. On October 20, 2020, the CID officers from Monrovia, the assigned CID commander in Bond Mines, the commander of the Bond Mines station, and families started the hearing from the alleged survivors with Mr. Blamo, Mr. Samuels, the commissioner. At this hearing, statements were extracted and photos were taken by the police. Where are those from the police? On October 21, 2020, the police and the families took their journey to the alleged incident site that was reportedly said to have conjured devil. But upon our arrival, we saw nothing of such. At that same site, explanation was done, both voice and videos recording were done, which the police had their copies and the families too. From that scene, we knew there was nothing like Kino that capsized, so we came home and decided to get help through a traditional means, which led to the involvement of Chief Zanzan Kawa. On October 22, 2020, we wrote Chief Zanzan Kawa of the Council of Chiefs and Elder of the Liberia, and he requested that we register the case, which we did, and he assured us that he was going to send for Mr. Moses Ahuswa. In the same vein, we also contacted Senator Prince Wyatt Johnson, who has some family's connection to the Blamos through marriage. He also aided the process with his influence and provided some logistics for us to move with Chief Zanzan Kawa to Bond Mines. On October 24, 2020, the families, the police, the Kingdom Paddler, and Chief Kawa and his entourage arrived in Bond Mines. This time, we didn't go to the first site. Instead, we were taken to Hendy, where bodies who have landed if drowning ever took place. Also, it was the same presence of Chief Zanzan Kawa that brought Mr. Bobo, owner of the kingdom, who was in hiding. After visiting the water side at Hendy, we had to retire and wait for Sunday to have a final hearing from the chief. Upon our return on Sunday, Mr. Bobo and his son was brought in for questioning. This was also done in the presence of the police. Statements again were taken by the police and photos. It was at this place that the chief delivered a 50-carat gold ring belonging to Adam Bill Conan, uncle of one of the missing men, Siafa Bweman. He told us
if he was able to find a ring, he could have found anything under there. In conclusion, he said he needed further permission to do more to reveal the children's location and what went wrong. So we needed to get permit from the Internal Affairs and turn over the case to the police. On October 27, 2020, we wrote Honorable Vanny Salif requesting him to grant Chief Coward a permit to help us. In a meeting with the IG and representative from the Internal Affairs, we were promised that they were going to help, but to no avail. We were again told that their hands were tied, and that's how Chief Coward went silent on this case. Who tied his hands is the biggest question that has never been answered. October 30, 2020, in the evening hours, we were informed that a body was found in the water around the Annikins village. Before the police who got to us, we were already informed and had a photo of the body. They insisted we go to see the body, but we said no, because the body in question was being viewed by us before their request and was known to not be any of our children. November 10, 2020, the families, along with Attorney Lord Samuel Kofi Woods II, visited the Struggle Funeral Home to view the alleged body that was found 13 days after the incident. After being beaten and tear gassed during our peaceful protest at the St. Moses Funeral Parlor. December 14, 2020, we wrote Honorable Musa F. Ding, Jr., Minister of Justice, Republic of Liberia, complaining the Liberia National Police and their biased involvement in the case. Below are incidents of their biased involvement, informing us that there is no depth or any tangible evidence to establish any cause against Mr. Awuswe and Mr. Samuel, seeing all of these inconsistencies